Hey friends, Doug Meyer here. Welcome to Morning Pause. So today we're going to talk a little bit about juggling. Have you ever juggled? Are you a very good juggler? I'm not really. But yet we find ourselves, I find myself juggling all the time. So I went online to study a little bit about juggling, and it says if you can get down pat being a one-ball juggler, that then eventually you could become a one-ball juggler. Now, what does this have to do with me or life? Well, it has everything to do with, sometimes I drop the ball, and sometimes I try to be a five-ball juggler when really, at best, on that particular day, I'm a one-ball juggler. So this week, for instance, here's some of the balls I'm juggling. I'm doing a funeral service, memorial service for a friend who died of COVID. And so that's big and heavy. I got a support group I'm going to lead tonight. Get to record this. Oh, and by the way, Sunday, I'm preaching a sermon to all 4 worship services here. And what I find at times is that, I just want to throw all the balls up in the air and say, I give. I'm going to go sit on a patio and have a glass of wine and leave me alone. And then I step back and go, okay, Meyer, let's push the reset button. Go back to that which you do pretty well. Just focus on one ball. Just juggle one ball. And then when you finish juggling that ball, set it down and pick up the next one. How do you handle it when you get a lot of different incoming expectations? I think I've told y'all before that I'm a dysfunctional people pleaser in recovery. And so not only do I try to meet others' expectations of me, but I also set really unrealistic expectations of myself. And I have mental rules about dropping the ball and that's never allowed, or not performing at the height of my ability. Well, that's not allowed. Man, I hope you and I can let go of some of those crazy rules, because here's what I find. The harder I try to juggle, the more balls I drop, and then the more disappointed I get in myself, and it just is this kind of self-defeating cycle. I hope you'll join me in taking a deep breath and realizing that which you are strong at and gifted at. Focus on that. Just juggle that for a while, then set it down. Maybe say no to some folks. Maybe don't take on so many tasks that you can't do any of them very well. It's hard to do that in our world, isn't it? A lot of y'all are working moms and dads and husbands and wives and partners, and there's a lot of different expectations coming at you. Join me, and I will support you if you support me in, let's say no more often, and the things we do, let's do them well, and when we can, let's offer ourselves the same kind of grace that we offer everybody else and say, it's all right, and I love you. I hope you got a little bit out of today's morning pause, and we'll think about who and how and where you're trying to juggle too many balls. If you got something out of this, man, share with a friend. Pass on morning pause. We always get a kick out of seeing other people sharing it and hearing your comments. I'd love to hear your comments back about how you are perhaps a juggler in recovery, and how you have learned either to be a multi-ball juggler or a single-ball juggler. Anyway, join me now for a really deep breath and close in prayer. God, there are so many balls in the air at times, and I need to take responsibility that some of that's my own doing. Help me to learn to say no. Help me to just focus on doing the best I can do with juggling one ball at a time before I start to try to juggle 5. I know that to you, I am good and plenty and enough and perfect, and that I don't really have to prove that to anyone or everyone else. Thank you. Hey, folks, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, take care. Keep juggling, or not.